Also breaking this morning, firefighters are still at the scene of a grass fire south of the metro. So far, more than 650 acres have burned in Cass County, Nebraska. That's just south of Lake Waconda.
At this point, we're told no structures have burned and there are no injuries. But as of the last update, the incident commander reported the fire is 0% contained. More than 75 firefighters from 26 different departments had to respond to try and get it contained. This actually started in Iowa over the weekend. It was then able to jump the Missouri River, believe it or not. The Cass County Sheriff has warned people to stay away from this area. Governor Jim Pillen has approved a disaster declaration allowing emergency funds to be used in the response.